Hello outdoor fans, and we are getting outside and enjoying nature in the Cairngorms. Oh yeah, and that Munro there, that will be our third Munro of the day. We've got a long way out across this valley. To the third of the Beinn 3, the highest of the three Munros. I'm going to bag that, come back along the ridgeline and then down that super steep descent right there. Oh yeah. So let me show you the map, the route, and yeah, I'll come back to the camera further along this valley. So we set off from the car park, and it's a steady farm track all the way out until we get to the single track turn off that takes us up the valley, following the stream, then steeply up to the very top of this 1122 metre Munro. Then it's all the way back down because the weather came in and I decided not to do the other two. So 5k in, we've had two bits of double track and then turned off onto this wide single track. And you can see with the surface in here all the way, that's where we're going. That's the first one of the day, and then back behind this one on that ridge line. Oh, e-bike's brilliant. So yeah, we will carry on up this path, and hopefully, even though I expect to do some pushing, I do hope that it'll be mainly rideable. And it's stunning for views as well. Look at that behind me. Reasonable temperature, although the sun is warm. Well, could have pops ridden in, but I won't ride out. Oh, near that gear jump at the wrong time. Well then, we are just getting into this valley. In front of us will be our second Munro. The third one is over here, as we showed at the start of the ride. But look, I've got some downhill now. Down here and then up that valley, and we will get to the first Munro. But nice path, recently done. Drainage ditch on this side, water bars. Looks like it'll last forever. So from a trail builder, I appreciate how much effort went into this, and thought, I say, it seems to be, at least from my opinion, done to last plenty of time. Anyway, let's get up this valley and up that hill, and hopefully, if we're lucky, the clag will clear and we'll get some views. If not, at least I'll be a little bit cooler after this big climb. And we're on 87% battery. Well, just have to do my first bit of pushing up here, just after I filmed the last bit. The path, the built path vanished, and we're now on this sort of thing, so even more grateful for that path. We are still 87% battery, and we have risen 764 foot so far, with a while to go. So we've been on proper single track and some pedal strikes in the rut. I think this is when it's going to get really tough. Looking at the map, we're basically following up there, and yeah, let's get ready for some walking. So I am able to ride. We've had some boggy bits, some rocky bits. Did have to push out the stream. We've had some pedal catching, like there. But overall, it's not so bad. So despite me following this path up, the map path, and where I've seen people walking, is up here. And this one was getting less and less defined, even though I can see it up there. So I thought I'd try and scoot up here to get to the path. And well, not the easiest, but hopefully it will be worth it. This is my walk technique, leaning backwards on the saddle, as you might be able to see, to get some weight on the back wheel. But not easy, especially when I've got a worn out tyre. I should really put a new one on, but I've only 127 left. I need to set up for it. I really needed it. And we've made it. And you can see it looks fairly obvious down there. Whether this will be any more rideable or not, I don't know, but we will give it a good go. So 52 minutes in, we have done 5.2 mile, 1,066 foot. We've got onto this proper path, and it's reasonably rideable. Whether it is all the way up there or not, we shall find out. But yeah, 80% battery now. I'd say that's reasonable for what we've done and what we've got left to do. I'm not massively worried about range on this ride, unless it's particularly draggy or something. Well, this is draggy, but you know. Well, I'm not managing to ride this bit. I'm going to use walk mode. Hopefully I'll be able to get on just over there. But our third peak of the day, Carn or whatever it's called, has come out the clag and is visible. And the ridge line, well, behind there, and the second one still in the clag behind there. But yeah, 58 minutes, almost 1,200 foot, and not at the top. I didn't expect to get to the top in an hour, not with the big run in, but let's see, probably be less than an hour and a half. I hope so. I hope I'm more than 2/3 of the way there time wise. It's getting a bit more rideable, still the odd bit, but now riding like 90% and then push for a little bit, ride another stint. But yeah, mainly riding like this, as you can see, and then either a rock or a rocky stream crossing or a rut or something stops me. But as you can see, well, very doable. Oh yeah, we are getting there, we are getting there. Well, an hour and 25, 6.5 mile, having to push again. Probably won't get to the summit in the hour and a half, but we're in the Clag now, and yeah, seen a few walkers. Surprised to see anyone on a mountain bike, especially when I was pedalling up the hill. But yeah, enough resting. I'll turn you off and head up to this first false summit, and then the second false summit, and then the actual summit further down that's 1 metre higher than where the trig point is on the second one. Got to remember that. Got to remember to actually bag the summit and not the trig. I wonder if this is the first false summit. I think so. There's the cairn. So let's keep going to the trig. As I say, the trig is not the true summit. It's over there, but I've still come. And then we're on this incredibly janky plateau. And I did want janky, almost unrideable climbs and stuff because I do like the jank, and I've got exactly that. Anyway, I can just see the summit, just peeking out the Clag for a second, and it's just disappeared again. So let's do this next 100 metres. Well, this is it. This is the summit. You can't see anything. We're fully clagged in. It's even started raining. So yeah, but we're here. I'm going to wait a little bit just in case this Clag clears and I can take some views for you. Otherwise I'll be heading back down. Well, I've come off the top. It got absolutely wild. You can probably hear the wind. Clags come in. So I've decided to go back down the same path. You'll probably not be able to hear me because I'm going to have to put this mic in my waterproof pocket. But this is where I met the Dalmatians on the way up. So let's get down. I might have been able to hop that, but it's fairly tiring coming down this janky, and in the same way I've decided not to do the others today because the weather's come in. Sensible. I'm being sensible. Down here as well. Got another month of riding. I don't want to be too hurt. Hello. Thank you. So I can see that path that I came up on. And this path has been janky, so I'll give it a bit longer, but if needed, I'm going to swap to that other path. Just ridiculous on this side. And I know that side's good because I rode up it. When I rode up it, I can ride down it. Oh. So this should be basically rideable now, all the way back to the car, because if I rode up it, I can ride down it. Following my own tyre tracks. And look, you can see the built path. Well, this will basically be it. Nothing extreme now, just some water boys, and if I manage to ride up them, I can ride down them. Even the ones that are uphill. Hello again. I got really wild on the top.
I was getting a bit spoiled
and I was just like, you know what? I'm here for a month. This is day one.
Is it me? Okay.
So
maybe not go crazy on day one.
yeah, well that was it. So I thought, you know what? Even if the clag comes lower, at least I've been down that track and know where I'm going. I thought, go. And Pup will be happy because that means we can do 2 tomorrow.
Definitely.